So I personally tried to get the word out as much as I could. There was a lot of interest in this meeting, and note to self, if you want to do this some more, I think there's a real interest in this. So I thought what we would do as a group is just kind of run through our own summaries of the session for us and do our introductions to you. And then after we do that, then we'll all circle back before we turn it over to discussion, because we want to have a lot of time for discussion. Then we'll talk about the tax package, because I think that's really what's in the air. And so then the three of us will weigh in on that, and then we'll open it up for questions. So to start off, I represent State Senate District 13, which is essentially the North Valley. You're in it right now. It's basically everything north of I-40 up until to Alameda, where I live, up to the reservation. And so I have the honor of succeeding a legend, Dee Dee Feldman, and I was hoping she might come today, but a lot of folks, were interested in this, and of course there's a lot going on with people's lives. But I also want to acknowledge my colleague, Senator Linda Lopez, who's sitting quietly there in the back. Linda, thanks for coming. And so, basically, just as to who I am, because some of you have no idea who I am, and others have heard this before, but I grew up in Ohio. I went to public school, went to Cornell University. Basically, I came to New Mexico looking at social work as a profession, and ended up becoming kind of one of the founders and a longtime face of Dismas House, New Mexico, which is a highly regarded criminal justice-related charity that reintegrates men and women back into the community. These are parolees, and it's still located just up the street here on Candelaria. And so, basically, I've done that. The nonprofit world is my vocational home, and so let's see. I basically currently now work on contract. I'm a development person, and I work for a group called the Partners Envisioning Progress, which is run through the New Mexico Conference of Churches, which is a group that mentors high-risk juvenile offenders back into the community. So that criminal justice, those issues are real important to me. I basically was the State Juvenile Parole Board Director for a stretch, so I have a real passion for working with high-risk youth. I serve on the Senate Education Committee, and I'm Vice Chair of Senate Public Affairs with another one of my heroes, Jerry Ortiz-Pino. So anyway, that's kind of yeah, I guess it goes.
There's another mic there.
Okay, so basically, let me just run through what and as Paul mentioned, I have been in the House. I was 2 terms House District 15, which is the old Raymond Sanchez seat. Hello. Okay. We'll just alternate here. So that's up around Alameda where I live, and many people know me politically as the person who held his seat in 2010, which is a terrible year, as you know, for us as Democrats in New Mexico. And I was able to hold this seat by a whopping 163 votes, which was a landslide if you're me, out of like 10,000 cast. And of course, Emily is our fine successor to that seat. So is there an echo?
Yes.
Still turn off the other one?
Oh, turn off the microphone up here?
Yeah.
You took it. Oh.
Okay. Sorry. Where's the other one?